Stan the Annuity Man here, America's annuity agent, and the question that you have asked, which I'm going to quickly answer, are annuities FDIC insured? No, but you need to hang in there for more than that. If no does it for you, then goodbye, but hang in there, because I'm going to send you these books. I'm going to go over kind of how annuities are protected and what you need to look forward to from a claims paying ability standpoint, because if you're buying an annuity and you're buying, say, lifetime income, you want to know that that annuity company is going to be there. I'm going to talk about that, so hang in there with me after this little brief musical intro. Okay, so annuities FDIC insured. F stands for federal, and people are familiar with FDIC because when you go to buy CDs at the bank or something like that, they have that FDIC insured protection, and most people go, man, that's great. Now the tinfoil hat people out there, are any of you out there? Take them off. All the conspiracy theorists that think that everything's rigged. There's arguments against FDIC, obviously because of the debt and all that stuff that we deal with Washington, D.C. But in my opinion, Stan the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, licensed in all 50 states, the #1 guy out here, and I do know this stuff backwards and forwards, FDIC is still your best protection from a coverage standpoint, and I don't sell CDs. I'm just being honest, okay? Now, annuities, fixed annuities, are regulated at the state level, and each state has a guarantee fund that covers fixed annuities up to a certain amount. Now, if you're buying a variable annuity, that's a security, not a fixed annuity. It's not regulated at the state level. It's regulated by the stockbroker guys, FINRA, the SEC, etc., because it's under that. And if you're buying it through a brokerage firm, there's what's called SIPC insurance, which is also very good. So that covers that. If you're buying a charitable gift annuity, then it comes down to the charity. I know that's a lot. So let me grab my pen and let's put it on the board so you can see it. Okay, trusty magic pen, let's go through it. So FDIC, DIC. All right, that's that CD coverage that you like. That's the one that my mom loves. She buys those CDs. It's FDIC coverage, Stan, I love it. I love it so much. Great, Mom. Super. Now, fixed annuities, we're just going to put FA. Easy there. FA stands for fixed annuities, all right? That's covered at the state level, and that's under a website, NOLHGA.com. Okay? NOLHGA.com. www. Okay, right? NOLHGA.com. And there you can find the coverage limitations for each state. They're all different. Of course, the states are all different, right? Nothing's uniform in the annuity industry. So those are for fixed annuities. And then I should have done 3 columns, but I didn't. Let's do variable annuities. Those are securities, and that's SIPC insurance, like your brokerage insurance, SIPC, and that's FINRA, SEC stuff, right? Because it's a security. It's got mutual funds. They call them separate accounts for whatever reason, but that's the breakdown. So are annuities FDIC insured? Large answer, no. But there are coverages for you based upon the annuity type that you buy and also based upon the state residence that you're living in. So NOLHGA.com. If you bought a variable annuity, call that person or firm that you bought it from, and they'll explain SIPC coverage. And if you're a CD buyer, that's a good thing as well. FDIC. All right, grab your pillow, grab your blanket. It's Stan the Annuity Man story time about FDIC insurance. No, seriously, this happened. So a person called me up and said, I like the MYGAs. By the way, MYGAs are fixed rate annuities. They're the annuity version of a CD. And so the rates for MYGAs are typically a little bit higher than CDs if you go out past the 3-year time period. So he's looking at a 5-year MYGA. He was also looking at shorter term CDs. And he goes, well, I'm concerned with the coverage of the MYGAs because I love the CD protection, etc. I said, I get it. I totally get it. So what we ended up doing was laddering that portfolio of fixed rates. So in other words, he had like just for conversation's sake, it's a little bit more detailed than that. It wasn't an even number, but he had $500,000. And so for $300,000 of that, he bought CDs with it. Not from me, because I don't sell CDs, but CDs are good. Okay, I'm telling you the truth. It is what it is, because they are great contractual guaranteed fixed rate products. I know the rates aren't where you want them to be, but it is what it is, and Jimmy Carter's not in office anymore. So Bought 3 CDs and then bought 2 MYGAs. Now what we did with the MYGAs is we made sure that he bought them underneath that state guarantee fund limitation for his state, and we split it between a couple of carriers because the rules are it's per company, per carrier, per owner. So he bought XYZ company and then ABC company, and he was covered from the state guarantee fund, and then he was also covered FDIC with his CDs. He was happy. He was so happy he wanted me to send him a hat. Of course, I did. Okay, so once again, annuities are not FDIC insured, but that's okay because fixed annuities are backed by NOLHGA, State Guarantee Fund, variable annuities, SIPC, and FINRA kind of oversee that, the SEC. You're familiar with that as well. So hope that answers your question from a coverage standpoint. Also, too, with annuities, always look at the claims paying ability of the carrier. There's 4 rating services, Standard & Poor's, Moody's, Fitch, and AM Best. And then we have a Comdex ranking on the StanTheAnnuityMan.com site, which you need to go to, which lists all of that stuff that you can get. You can sign up for free. So we've been talking about our annuities FDIC insured, which comes down to safety, right? So you might want to learn more. So our annuity safe for retirement, that thing I'm pointing to right there, that video, I've already done a video, our annuity safe for retirement, that completely correlates with what we've been talking about today. So take a look at that one as well. Speaking of free, my books, I will send them to you for free because I'm America's annuity agent. I'll also get you any type of annuity quote that you need at StanTheAnnuityMan.com. No obligation, no hassle, treat you like a professional. So go to StanTheAnnuityMan.com. Now before I tell you how to get the books, please hit subscribe because I do these videos all the time. They're educational. They're informational, they're edutainment, as they say in the biz. But hit subscribe, and then underneath there, you're gonna see show more info or show info, and it'll drop down. Click that, it'll drop down. You'll see all kinds of things. But one of the things you'll see is how to get the books. There'll be a link. It'll send you to a landing page. Fill out confidentially your shipping address, and magically, these will arrive at your doorstep. And feel free to contact me anytime at StanTheAnnuityMan.com. See you next time.